Hello, and welcome to the Freight Flow Advisor Brief. Did you know Amazon just went national with 30-minute delivery? And listen, I want to be direct with you. This is not a story about Amazon selling bananas faster. This is a story about who controls the future of urban logistics infrastructure. Okay, so what are we talking about? Well, Amazon officially launched Amazon Now in a few major cities, including Atlanta, Dallas-Fort Worth, Philadelphia, in Seattle. They've got dozens more coming by the end of the year that include Austin, Houston, Denver, and New York, all with one promise: 30 minutes. We're talking about groceries, electronics, household goods, even pet supplies delivered to your door in under a half an hour. Now, I'm old enough to remember when Domino's Pizza rolled out their slogan, 30 minutes or it's free. But did you know that that 30-minute guarantee was the major driver in Domino's grabbing 15% market share and growing rapidly? Fast forward a few decades, and we've got the nation's largest retail e-com guaranteeing 30 minutes. And it's not like Amazon needs any more market share. Now, you might be thinking about a bunch of pandemic-era companies that attempted the same thing. And you may be asking, why is Amazon different? And I would say, here's why. Those companies had an idea. Amazon actually has the infrastructure to execute on that idea. Listen, Amazon already has 100 cargo aircraft. They've got same-day grocery delivery up and running in 2,300 cities. Amazon Pharmacy is targeting same-day prescriptions in at least 4,500 cities. And in 2025 alone, they delivered 8 billion items, same day or next day delivery within the United States. That's a 30% year over year increase for them. So let me break down how Amazon Now actually works, because the logistics of it are quite fascinating. And if you're a competitor, they should be a little unsettling. Amazon is building what the industry calls dark stores. Now, if you're unfamiliar with dark stores, head over to the Freight FA Brief and search our article history, where we did an entire deep dive analysis on dark stores. Essentially, these are micro fulfillment centers. They're roughly 5 to 10,000 square feet, or the size of a CVS drugstore. Now, these stores don't have the same customer foot traffic as a CVS, but they are stocked with 3,500 or so SKUs of the most frequently ordered products in each neighborhood. I mean, think about that from an analytics perspective. That means Amazon is tracking orders on a granular level. We're talking about things like soap, AirPods, toothpaste, even toilet plungers. Now, here's the real kicker of it all. AI and machine learning are actually running the inventory of the dark store, analyzing what your block buys and how often. Amazon VP Udit Madan put it this way in the press release, quote, Amazon Now is for when you need or want the convenience of getting your Amazon order delivered in 30 minutes or less. Everything from groceries for dinner to AirPods before a flight to household essentials like laundry detergent. That last example is the one that I keep coming back to. Laundry detergent in 30 minutes. Or in other words, when you have that 2 a.m. emergency laundry session and you realize you're out of detergent, you could just log on to Amazon and order your detergent. Amazon's head of transportation, Beryl Tomei, told AP News, quote, what we see customers doing when we offer faster speeds is they purchase more from Amazon, and Amazon becomes more top of mind. That's not about speed. That's about habit formation. It's about owning the customer relationship so deeply that any other brand isn't even a part of consideration anymore. Now, let's lay out the competitive landscape, because Walmart's not sitting still here. In fact, Walmart CEO John Furner told analysts earlier this year that many of their Walmart Express delivery customers are actually getting their orders in under 30 minutes. And Walmart has 4,600 plus stores. Every one of them is essentially a pre-positioned dark store. When we look at DoorDash, for its part, it's playing the game a little differently. They position themselves as the delivery infrastructure for retailers rather than competing against them. They've got 500,000 grocery and retail items accessible across their network with very smart positioning. But retail analyst Bruce Winder summed it up well with this quote: what Amazon brings is their prowess in supply chain. That one sentence is the whole ballgame. All right, let's take a quick break, because I actually want to talk about something that's directly relevant to this situation. If today's news tells you anything, it's that freight cost visibility is no longer a nice to have. it's a key survival skill. When Amazon is resetting delivery expectations in just about every market, you need to know your numbers fast. That's exactly what we built Freight FA for. Freight FA is an AI freight intelligence platform built for people in this industry, including shippers, brokers, logistics teams, carriers, and 3PLs, who often need real answers. We went even further by developing Freight GPT, a 24-hour freight analyst. You can type anything, your lane, your mode, or just ask it questions. And Freight GPT will give you AI-powered cost estimates, forecasting, and trends. And that's done in seconds, not hours, not tomorrow, seconds. And here's the best part. You can start this for free. We give you 10 quotes and 10 Freight GPT chats every single day. No credit card required. Now, if you want to go deeper, check out our Pro plan with unlimited chats and quotes. So go check out freightfa.com. That's freightfa.com. Remember, start free today. Okay, so as we pivot back to Amazon now, this story really has a second act that most people missed this week. You see, just last week, we talked about the launch of Amazon Supply Chain Services, which is Amazon opening its entire logistics network to outside businesses. Everything from fulfillment, freight, and distribution. And they've already got major clients like Procter & Gamble and 3M. Now, when that announcement came out, we immediately saw FedEx and UPS stocks drop about 9%. Evercore ISI called it a direct competitive blow. So putting that into context, for the last 20 years, the question has always been, is Amazon a customer or a competitor? Well, they were our biggest shipper, but they were also building their own network. And industry veterans kept saying they'll never be able to compete. With the launch of Amazon Supply Chain Services, that argument is effectively over. This is a decades-long vertical integration, and it's complete. So let's talk about what everybody should be doing with this. If you're a parcel carrier, a smart move is to double down on lanes and verticals where Amazon is the weakest. Think healthcare, international, B2B, industrial. If you're a 3PL, your immediate risk is your shipper customers testing Amazon's network. Your differentiation has to be speed to expertise, specialized handling, and most importantly, relationships. But if you're a retailer or a CPG brand, if your last mile strategy runs through Amazon, you're increasingly dependent on a competitor now. And that really should be a board level conversation. So listen, I want to close with this one thought. Every time Amazon moves the delivery baseline, the industry spends the next 6 to 12 months debating whether it's sustainable, but then somehow it becomes the expectation. A Forrester analyst made a good point this week. The 30-minute model has real cost pressure. It needs density. It needs concurrent orders. And listen, it doesn't work everywhere all the time right away. And Amazon, to their credit, is being smart about the rollout. They're not promising a guaranteed window like my Domino's example earlier. They're promising a process. But here's what nobody's debating when it comes to the unit economics of this. Amazon has 200 million Prime customers who are already trained to open that app first. That habit moat is a real competitive asset. Listen, speed is no longer the differentiator in urban last mile. It's becoming the price of entry. The question isn't whether your business can match in 30 minutes. The question is whether you know your cost position well enough to compete in a market where the baseline just changed. So listen, know your numbers and own your lane. So that's all for today. If you've enjoyed this episode, please make sure to share with a colleague. You can follow us online on LinkedIn and Facebook at The Freight Flow Advisor. And remember, every podcast episode comes with a curated Substack article. So head over to substack.com, search The Freight FA Brief, and while you're there, remember to subscribe. And last, you can listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and Substack. So until next time, this has been your Freight Flow Advisor Brief.